Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back, where my Marooned Marines are doing well. Everything's been kind of cool so far, but we do have some problems where we need to be thoughtful here. We need to turn on some manual priorities. I really need some research to be kicked up a notch. I'm going to go through and do the standard, set everything up here to 1. Right, and doctoring to 1, and bed rest to 1, cool. And basic, in case I need anything flipped, basic can be 1 as well. Excellent. So, what do we need most importantly around here? We do need a bunch of cooking done. So who's our best cook? I mean, Robert's the best cook, but Priscilla seems to enjoy it more. So we can have her doing the cooking. That's great. Robert, what are you the best at? Hunting? Okay. We'll set you to 2 for hunting, and then I guess 2 for mining. Yeah, that should be nice. And then what else do we need to worry about? Hauling, I think. We can set Danny to do the hauling. We can get Danny to do some mining as well. He does have a little flame in mining, so maybe that can be like a 4 or a 3. We'll set that as 3. That's fine. And 2 for cleaning. So when Danny has finished doing all of the hauling, she can go around and do a bit of tidying up and make sure that this place is spick and span and looking good. Okay, cool. So, the fridge is almost ready. What we're going to do is we'll just select this, copy the settings out of this one, and we're going to set ourselves a new food zone, which can go into here, and this zone can then have its settings pasted, and this little zone that's in here can be deleted. A meteorite has crashed, as is the nature on this planet. It's made from plasteel again. Ooh, some compacted machinery right there. That could come in handy. Okay, great. Okay, so what we really need to do is get this research up and running. All right. So Nick, wherever you are you sleeping? Okay. Are you a night owl, Nick? Let's check him out. Let's go bio. He's a misogynist. That's not great. I don't know how that's going to go for your marriage there, my friend, but I'm sure that we can figure out what to do about that. He does have 8 points in intellectual, so this should hopefully help us crank through this research relatively quickly, and we can get our batteries online. We can get a whole bunch of other stuff done. I think this will be pretty nice if we can get this done. We can get power stabilized in this base, and then after we've gotten all of that done, we can get some watermill power done out here to stabilize it even further, and hopefully we won't have to ooh, a story writer named Wires is crashing in a transport pod. Don't worry, Wires, we've got you. We're gonna send Nick to come and rescue you, and we're gonna put you into, should I rescue or capture? We'll rescue. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I could have captured, but quite frankly, hang on, let's see. Where is Wires? There. Okay, in the swamp. Wires, what's your bio? Whoa, intellectual. Okay. Should we run the... I mean, actually, wow, across the board, Wires is pretty good. What are you wearing? A cloth parka, a backpack, cloth pants. Okay. Should we... So, Nick, just to hold off for 1 second, should we capture Wires? First of all, how is Wires doing? 7 hours before death. You know what? No, let's just... Wires? Have you gotten up? Alright, try to arrest Wires then. Alright, fine. Be that way. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Priscilla, I'm sorry, this is for prisoners now. I've changed my mind. Because Wires got up and started to run away, I'm going to try and arrest Wires with the intention of capturing... Okay, good. Well done. Refuse to be arrested. Wires, capture. Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do is see if we can capture Wires and bring her across to our way of thinking. I know that I mean, I could have just rescued, I suppose. It probably would have been a bit nicer with... Oh, a Muffalo self-tamed. Great. Alright, well, look. If that's going to be the case, Mr. Muffalo, I'm going to make an area down here which can be the Muffalo zone. This can be the animal zone, and you can live in area 1. There we go. There's plenty of grass there for you to eat, and we can milk you and shave your fur and do all of that sort of stuff. Nick, you can go off recruit. And Wires, let's see. Prisoner, 27% difficulty. Awesome. Let's just go straight for recruiting. Or should we reduce resistance first? Whatever the case may be, it's fine. And how are you doing health-wise? You've been looked after, excellent. Extreme blood loss, but patched up, good to go. This should hopefully give us a second researcher. That's my plan. If Wires does decide to join us, 6 points and a love of research. Oh boy, that's going to be great. We can build a second research table and get this place absolutely singing. Man, this is going to be great. Do we have enough rice? 740. It's not bad, but I feel like we could do with, like, potentially a bit of extra meat in our diet. Are there any herds of good things around that we can go hunting? I mean, there's these muffalo over here. I suppose I could tame all of the muffalo. That's potentially not a bad idea. Does anyone have a decent handle skill? Nick does, but I want him to be researching. And Priscilla, what are you doing at the moment? There's no cooking to be done, eh? Well, what else can you do apart from cooking? There's mining and art. Okay. Well, I tell you what. First of all, let's check out what this meteorite is. It's a lump of limestone. Okay. Nothing exciting there. But what we can do is probably get the rest of this marble wall built out. That'd be nice. And then we can get Priscilla to do... I don't know. What are we going to get her to do? Some art? I think some art might be a nice thing. Let's do that. Let's get some art. Let's go... Where are we? Sculptor's table. And we'll have that just here. And we'll pop in a little stool to go with it. There. And we'll let Priscilla make a couple of sculptures for us. I think that'll be nice. I think that'll be a really nice thing to have. Oh dear. I've made a boo-boo. Deconstruct, guys. Deconstruct. We've made a boo-boo by locking everyone into that area. And unfortunately, yes. That was not a good way to have people set up. But that's okay. That's okay. They're free now to go about their business. Priscilla is unfortunately still sleeping in the common room, which I'm sure she's not terribly thrilled about. And my fridge is not yet fridging. So, let's get ourselves some temperature control going on in here. Get a cooler. Pop it in this way. Right, that can go there. Hopefully we've got all the fixings for it. But I guess we'll find out. And we can haul these things away. What are these actually made of? Let's deconstruct some of these and see what comes out of them. And these. I think they should have some steel and stuff like that in them. Which would be quite handy, all told. Be very handy. Okay, cool. So, Wires is no longer incapable of walking, which is fantastic. Our Muffalo here is just cruising about, all happy-like. It's a female, so she is going to produce some milk and wool for us, which is excellent. And she is 5 out of 5 tame. That is great. Maybe we should make a little shack for her to live in. Would that be nice? I think that'd be a nice thing to do. But that can wait, I think. That can wait for a little while we look at other things in this place that need doing. Specifically this. What are we waiting on here? We've got all the bits we need. Who's doing construction at the moment? Danny and Robert. Okay. But Robert's also mining and hunting. So let's make Danny the chief construction person. And once... hydroponics. Wait, why did I research hydroponics first? Why not battery? Okay, let's do battery now. And then water mill generator. And we could potentially look at geothermal, but then... oh, I see. Okay. I've just heard an impact. A lump of jade. Ooh. Right next door. Man, we're going to be rich after all of this happens. Actually, that's not a good thing. I've just realized. If we are rich, then the raids that come for us are going to be fairly bad. Okay, so hydroponics is done. Once we get batteries online, we might be able to sort of keep an eye on that. But we do need to think about doing some additional research, because I don't think... I don't know. I really want watermill generator to be done first, guys. Yeah. Do that first, so that we can have some better... Oh, no, battery first, then watermill, then gunsmithing, so we can get some ammo. I think that's a good idea. And packaged survival meals are going to be a thing that we need to think about, so that if there is an AI event, like where the AI says, oh, hey, I've got a ship for you, you should come and climb aboard and fly off to safety, then we have the ability to load up our muffalo with survival meals and trek off to find that bad boy. Oh man, that'd be fantastic. I hope it turns up. I mean, it's a random event that we're going to have to, like, cross our fingers for. But if it does happen, and we can, like, toddle off and grab ourselves a free spaceship, my goodness, that would be superb. Utterly superb. Okay. Priscilla and Danny are currently idle. So, Priscilla and Danny, what are you guys able to do? Can you do crafting? Danny can do crafting. So, why aren't you making... Oh, you have. Alright. So if we've got a whole bunch of marble blocks, do we want to make marble floors throughout the base? I feel like that's not a bad idea. And in fact, I feel like that's probably a fairly good idea. Because we've got a whole bunch of marble, we may as well just absolutely go ham with the marble floors, get all of that set up, and see what we can do about making this place a little less garbo. Because at the moment the place is fairly gross. Fairly gross. Why is this light offline? The rest of them are all online, but it's just this one. Oh, no, we've just not got enough power, hey? Okay, so we do desperately need to get a battery online, which I believe is... Was that what we set up as the next one? Yeah, battery is next. Then watermill generator. Solar panels probably wouldn't be a bad idea either. We'll just spread our power around everything, with the intention of being as resilient as possible to the loss of... Whoopsie daisy. To the loss of wind, or, you know, if there's darkness, or whatever the case may be, we need enough stored power, or power coming in from different ways, that we don't then run out of juice. I think that's probably a good thing to consider. Okay, so why is it back up and running? How is she currently doing? 6.1 resistance remaining. Who is doing the wardening? It's Robert. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, and how are you reacting to this? Prisoner, sorry. 5.1. Okay, so things are happening quite quickly on that front, which is excellent. And hopefully we'll be able to recruit wires. And here we are. Excellent. Charlin Whitestone has sent you a message. He reveals that he has a starship hidden on this planet and sends you its world coordinates. The starship is currently in deep hibernation mode. You'll have to start it up when you arrive, then defend it from raiders trying to steal it until the startup sequence completes. Wowzers. Whereabouts is it? It's all the way up here, and we are... where are we? I did not take note of where our... Uh-oh. We're right here. Okay, and it's all the way up here near the South Mare Sea. So that's a fair hike. That is a very fair hike. Okay, so if I do this, start here, and then we go all the way up to where that flag was, and then go like this, travel time, 33 days, and it's too cold for 34.7 more days. I don't know what that means. Okay, so... that is an epic journey. 33 days to get there. Right. Could we store 33 days worth of survival meals? I think we potentially could. I think that's something that we could potentially do. And I think we've got a higher chance of doing that than building our own spaceship and being able to get off this planet our own way. So maybe that's something that we need to push towards. I mean, we've got the equipment here. We need a bunch of survival meals. We need our muffalo, and then we're going to need probably, I think, a bunch of turrets and some kind of like storable power system so that when we arrive at the new location, we can set a bunch of turrets up around the starship to defend it from raiders, because it will get raided while we're trying to boot it up. So yeah, that's something that we can think about and work towards. That's exciting. 33 days is a long travel though. But I'm sure that it's something that we could like consider doing. It's definitely something that we can consider it as much as we want. Can we actually do it? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, let's get ahead with what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prune off the end of this here. And I'm going to make my little butcher room just like this. And then we're going to have this door copied into there. So that'll be a little butcher hole. So it won't be refrigerated directly. This room is going to be refrigerated. This room will just be normal. So that's fine. And then I guess above that we need a little kitchen area. Ooh, a cold snap. Okay. Guys, we're going to need some heaters in this joint. And the power flaking out is not going to be helping us. We might actually just need to quickly pop a campfire in, just as an emergency measure. Priscilla, can you take care of... No. Nick, can you take care of delivering? No? Who was our... Okay. Well, I get Danny to do it, but she's currently asleep. And I don't really want to disturb her at the moment. I want to leave her to do what she wants to do. We do definitely need some additional... Oh. Nick, mate, your timing is impeccable. Absolutely impeccable. Here we go. We're going to get ourselves a watermill generator, which I guess needs to go like here. Can we build a little bridge to have it sitting on? Potentially. This should be fine though. This should be fine. And then all we need is to get some power coming off of that and into the base, and then linking, I guess, this way. We'll just pipe it straight into this main circuit here. That's fine. That should be fine. Okay, great. Alright, where are we? So that's done. Cold snap's done. There's a couple of meteorites. There's another gold ore one over here. And then this one is compacted steel. Okay, excellent. Good. Good. We got this. Do you guys want some meat? Let's have a bit of meat, shall we? Let's have a bit of lovely deer meat, or ibex meat, as the case may be. We can, yes, feast to our heart's content on some delightful ibex bacon. The power conduits are going online to build out for this guy. And hopefully, when this comes online, the unpredictability of the wind will be a thing of the past. Blocked by poplar tree. Oh, well that's not great. Or is it this one? Alright, that's not great. That's potentially why we had a problem, and I don't know why. Oh, bad seasonal temperature. Alright, so you remember how I said I don't know if we really need hydroponics at this stage? Yeah, now we actually really do need hydroponics at this stage. So that's cool. Like, we've kind of, you know, kind of goofed our way into it. Which means that sooner rather than later, I'm going to need to consider building a hydroponics bay so that we can get construction skill too low. Need material wood. Okay. Need material wood. Let's get some wood. But yes, we need to get hydroponics online before we start to get, you know, drastically low. I mean, rice is actually... Ooh, that's starting to get scary already. That's a problem. That is... Yes. Okay. Right. Hydroponics bay. Where can we put that? We can put that in here by building a bridge. Let's see. Structure. Bridge. And we can just, like, pop that bridge out like that. Maybe a little bit further. That should be fine. We do need to cut down some more trees. So we can chop all of this to get ourselves some fresh wood. I think we can... Wait, can we build bridges out of anything else? No, they have to be wood. Okay, that's fine. So what we can do is then build a wall around this and use this as our big hydroponics bay up the top here. I think that should be a good way to go. Smithing is done, so we can now make knives and things, which is good. I think we could probably do with knives, just as like a backup weapon in case we get charged, because Well, I mean, for two reasons. One, as a backup weapon in case we get charged. And two, in case we run out of ammo, which is a potential at the moment. Another meteorite. Excellent. It's just a marble one at this stage, so, you know, that's fine. We've got ourselves some puppers. That's great. Oh, look. We've got Burly, Tubbo, Velvet, and Roxanne, the Huskies. Good work. Guys, welcome aboard. I think that these Huskies are actually going to be... They're going to be relatively handy. You know, in fact, you know what? Should I restrict them? I feel like no. I feel like we can let the Huskies just go around wherever they want to be. And... problem is that we're going to have to feed them, aren't we? So we're going to need to figure out how to get a good amount of, like, meat to keep making kibble for them. Alright, which means we're going to need to up our hunting game. Right, okay, so, with that in mind, wildlife. We've got a couple of ibexes here that we can hunt. That hare, may as well get a bunch of these rats. They're fairly easy. They're easy to grab. Couple of squirrels as well. Fine, why not? There is a timber wolf rolling around, which I need to be mindful of. A couple of turkeys, and we'll get those guys harvested up. We can put them into the freezer, and they should just, you know, last, and everything will be fine. This thing is still waiting on some wood. Is anyone able to cut plants for me at a slightly higher priority? Alright. I don't really want Nick to be doing it. Let's get Danny doing some plant cutting for us. Danny? Would you mind? We'll put that as a 2 for you, because we do need some wood so we can get our additional power conduits online. You're currently constructing at a higher rate than that, aren't you? Okay. Alright. We'll put construction down a notch. Velvet has just... Oh, I should have... Oh. Damn it. Okay, alright. Animals, outside you go. I don't think that we can let you into our freezer anymore, considering I just watched them eat a bunch of our meat. It's not the best, guys. It's not the best to have you doing that sort of thing. It's disappointing. Alright, so what I think we need to do is leave these dogs outside, train them up, and then, you know, I guess just make a bunch of kibble for them. That might be a good way to go. That might be a good way to go. Alright, so we'll let things carry on. Priscilla's doing some cooking. Nick is keeping the research pouring in, which is fantastic, and hopefully... When Wires decides to join us, Wires will be... Where are we? Prisoner. Right. Okay. Resistance remaining 0. So we should actually start recruiting Wires, and hopefully that should... Oh, I love these guys. I love these guys. They're actually competent at fighting, which is, quite frankly... something that I've never had before. Cool, okay. So hopefully next time we'll be able to get Wires recruited. We've got a flash storm at the moment, which is doing a bit of damage. It's going to set a few things on fire, but hopefully a little bit of rain will fall and help to put this stuff out. Because the last thing I want is a terrible fire that sweeps through the base and destroys everything. Anyway, we'll see how that goes next time. Friends, thank you for joining me. I'll see you then.